one, dead! He's one of our own! He's one of our own! He's one of our own! Reece James, he's one of our own!
I don't really understand.
Yes, people, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Chelsea news video. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe, turn notifications to miss any upcoming content. If you haven't already, smash the like button, smash it right now. If you haven't already smashed the subscribe button, smash that again. And yeah, here is your Chelsea transfer news video. We've got a lot of news to get through today. And as always, if any big news comes out while I'm recording, I will also mention that. But we're going to talk about the main three topics in this video. Joao Pedro, Nicholas Jackson, and Mudryk. So, the first player we're going to mention is Joao Pedro. Now, Fabrizio Romano did come out with some news earlier, and I'm going to share that with you now. I'll be honest, I'm not happy with this at all. Understand Chelsea have Brighton's Joao Pedro as one of the targets on their shortlist for this summer. Highly appreciated. Initial contacts took place to be informed on the situation as Joao can leave this summer. Newcastle already approached Brighton this week. If I'm being absolutely honest with you, and I'm being real, I do not want Joao Pedro at Chelsea. A lot of rival fans are saying he's better than what you lot have at the moment. I don't think he's better than Liam Delap, if I'm being honest. I don't think he is. Some people say that he is because he's got Premier League experience, but I don't think that really matters. I think Liam Delap is a better all-round Premier League striker, if I'm being honest. I don't think Joao Pedro is good. He's an okay player, but he's not Chelsea level. Let's be honest here. Osimhen, Gyökeres, players like that, they are Chelsea level. Why aren't we linked with these players? And why isn't Fabrizio Romano saying that Chelsea tried to get these players? Because Chelsea are not being serious. We are not signing the targets that we need. We are signing young project talent and hoping they blow up and work. And maybe sell them on for a profit later. That's what the Chelsea model is. How have you not got it in your thick heads about that? So yeah, that's my that's my thoughts on this Joao Pedro news. Let me know. Would you take Joao Pedro at Chelsea? If you do, let me know. If you don't, and you agree with me, put in the comment section below. But yeah, I would definitely not take Joao Pedro at Chelsea. Let's say if he did come, obviously I'm going to support him, but it's not what I wanted. It's like, when Nicholas Jackson came, I was like, we needed a striker. I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. I'm going to support him. Same goes for Joao Pedro, but he's not what I want. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. Let me know in the comments, as I've said, what do you think about the Joao Pedro situation? I don't want him, but yeah, there might be some differing opinions. Now, as I've just spoken about, Nicholas Jackson. One club does want him. And it is, let me just get it up. Well, you guys would have seen on the title anyway. The club is, oh, it's telling me it's showing. What's going on here? We're having a bit of internet problems here. Aha, there we are. Don't know what was happening. Aston Villa are ready to enter discussions to try and tempt Nicholas Jackson away from Chelsea and reunite him with Unai Emery. Now, obviously, Jackson worked with Unai Emery at Villarreal and did pretty well. I think this would be a good move. Now, where Chelsea can be smart here, if they are serious about getting a good striker, try and negotiate a swap deal for Ollie Watkins. Even if you give them Jackson and some money, do it. It's worth getting Ollie Watkins. I would happily have Ollie Watkins and Liam Delap as striker options. Happily. Because if we're not going to get Osimhen, we're not going to get Gyökeres. Watkins is the level below that. It's like if we signed Ivan Toney before he went to Saudi Arabia. Still, I wouldn't mind Ivan Toney now. I would still have him. But yeah, we need like a striker who's well known and like he's going to bully defenders. I think Delap can be that, but I think it's a bit too early. But we're seeing good signs at the moment. But yeah, this move for Jackson I think could be really beneficial. If we were to get some money, try and get what we got back for try and get back what we paid for him. But if you're going to try and negotiate a deal for Ollie Watkins as well, include Jackson and some money, because they're not just going to take Jackson. They're going to want some money as well because of PSR. So remember that, Chelsea. If they want to be smart and get Ollie Watkins, be my guest, because I'll happily do that, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know on the Nicholas Jackson situation. Should he go to Aston Villa, or do you see a future with him at Chelsea? Let me know. And the final main story of this video before we get on to the latest news. This was inevitable, wasn't it? I'm surprised it took this long. Genuinely, I'm surprised it took this long for this to get released. Breaking news. Mudryk has been charged over doping offences and faces up to a 4-year ban. I think they were waiting up until the season finished, if I'm being honest. They were never going to do it when the season was going on, and then the players would have been like, oh. The players would probably already know, but yeah. I think if it's announced... Apologies. If it's announced after the season has ended, it's not that big of a deal. But still, I still thought that Mudryk could have been a great player at Chelsea. And this kills that, if I'm being honest. Could be banning him, possibly being banned for up to 4 years, isn't good. So, yeah, I mean, let me know where you think Mudryk's future lies. I think we will just terminate his contract, if I'm being honest. We might try and sue the Ukrainian FA. But we'll see what happens. Let me know on the Mudryk situation in the comments below. Now, we're just going to have one final check of the latest news. If there isn't any big breaking stories, then I will end the video there. Ah, yeah, I forgot about this. Oh, actually, before I talk about what I was going to say, I just had news on Florian Wirtz. I haven't read it yet. I've literally just seen it, so I was going to show you it. Florian Wirtz's parents are set to receive 8.6 million from their son's transfer to Liverpool. In fact, Wirtz's parents act as his agent and represented him in the move to Anfield. It's not common for elite players to have parents as their agents. If I'm being honest, that's actually a good idea. Having your parent as your agent. That's actually not bad. Like, I think players should think about that more. Get your dad or your mum as your agent. And then they'll think of what's best for you. That's a really good thing for Florian Wirtz there. I actually respect him for that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they're going to get part of the transfer fee to from Florian Wirtz's deal. Let me know what you think there. And we have had the fixture list be announced today. And I'm just going to show the first 5 games for Chelsea. And here they are. Crystal Palace at home, West Ham away, Fulham at home, Brentford away, and Manchester United away. And the last 5, I'm pretty sure 3 or 4 of them are tough games. So, but if I'm being honest, that's not a bad run of first 5 fixtures. The only slip-ups, I think, are Fulham, Brentford, and Man United. But actually, no, the only slip-ups would probably be Man United and Brentford. Because Brentford away is always hard. It's always difficult for us. But yeah, the fixture list has been announced. I'll be honest, I'm happy with it. Man United have Arsenal first game of the season. That's going to be interesting. Not live streams for next season will be happening. Don't you guys worry. Now, there might be a few less of them because I will be going to a lot of Chelsea games next season. So, let's say this is the case for the opening day of the season. Chelsea are playing 2 p.m. on the Sunday against Crystal Palace. Still got to do fan cams and all that. I'm not going to get home in time to do the watch along for Man United Arsenal at 4:30. I'll still be there at Stamford Bridge doing fan cams. So, yeah, there won't be time. There unfortunately won't be time for a lot of what big game watch-alongs, which should technically happen. But let's say, I get ill or something, and I can't go to a game, and then that happens, then I'll do a watch-along. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll put announcements up on the Insta and the TikTok as usual. And yeah, I'm going to round it out there. Actually, not going to round it out there because I always keep saying that, and then something pops up. So, what did I say? What did I flipping say? I knew it. I flipping knew it. Liverpool believe there could be a window of opportunity to sign Alexander Isak and believe it's worth trying. Newcastle still insists not for sale. Liverpool could offer a guaranteed £100 million. Wow. £100 million plus bonuses that would potentially exceed the deal for Florian, but this could actually happen, genuinely, because Liverpool do need a striker, in my opinion. If they get someone like Alexander Isak, their team is going to be stacked for next season. So yeah, let me know on the Alexander Isak situation. If you do think he'll go to Liverpool, or do you think he'll go somewhere else, or do you think he'll stay? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'm going to round it out there. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for liking the video as well. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe, turn on notifications if there is any great upcoming content. Make sure you follow all the socials as well on TikTok and Instagram. Yosef Chelsea Blues on both. Going to make an X account soon. Don't know when, but there will be an announcement. Fantasy Premier League will be happening. There will be an FPL league for this channel, and I will do a separate video on that soon. Definitely when I'm back in the UK, I'll definitely set everything up and it will all be ready for you guys. So don't worry. FPL will be happening next season. And yeah, there'll be a separate video on that when I get back, maybe a couple of weeks before the season. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Dad, he's one of our own. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Reece James, he's one of our own.
I don't really understand.